things, as you mentioned, getting more interesting towards the end. You know, in some movies, in some shows, you can predict what's coming up next or what the ending would be. But here in season 88, Katie, there's no guessing what could happen next in our tournament.
Absolutely not. Not with this UAAP.
Thanks, Frankie, for that report. Well, prior to this matchup, Katie, as Montebon knocks down the triple for his first basket. We also brought up the numbers of how these two teams are number 2 and number 3 in terms of bench points. Earl Medina was official score is 4-3 in favor of NU. Franzman at the corner has space and knocks down the triple.
Great look there early on for Franzman, staying in the corner, staying patient, doing what he does best.
Both baskets of Adamson coming from the outside. Earlier from Montebon and then now from Franzman. Figueroa is blocked by Ojarikre, but left wide open. So coming up short with that shot.
I love Jake's aggressiveness early on.
And Ray Allen Torres with a specialty of the house. This rapid three-point shot is for Adamson. And 6 of those 9 points coming off the bench. The putback is good for Mon de la Cruz. Happened in the first round, Katie. As NU forces another turnover here. Garcia on the break, accelerates, finds a way to score the deuce. This time around, nice pass by PJ Palacielo to his tandem. Out alone, apply online.
I love the patience here, talking about both those bigs, Padrones and Palacielo, finding each other down there, drawing the double team and making the right.
Palacielo gets the jumper to drop.
I love it when he faces up.
Torres, bounce pass, Perez open for the one-hander. If they get a basket. Pass to Mark Sparks. Nice move by Mark Sparks. The super play of the quarter is brought to you by Converge Super Fiber X. Live to the power of X. That's 4 points for NU in that possession. Or in that sequence, Jaimalin is in the game and he gets the three-pointer.
Even the end.
12 out of the 14 points of Adamson coming from the three-point area. This time they will get a basket inside, courtesy. Bounce back like a champ. That rebound is powered by AIA, formerly Philip Life. A chance for a three-point play.
Cedric Manzano supporting him as well in this journey. Super proud of him.
Yeah, and as mentioned, Cebuano coming from Cebu. Our prayers go out to those deeply affected and are recovering from the typhoon out there. Enriquez is back on the floor. And you looking to get the lead back. Francisco will try and score from downtown.
Right on cue, we talked about it, and you were struggling from the three-point line, and Paul Francisco said, not me.
First conversion from the three-point land for NU. Demesana gets the bounce. Also second in terms of three-point shooting in the league. Shooting about 48%.
Yeah, that's a very high clip.
And
wow.
showing us why. And a steal by Francisco. Paul all the way, gets the 2.
I love it here, coming out with a steal. I know he had guys ahead of him. He slowed down a little bit. He surveyed the situation, going to his favorite right hand.
Enriquez go. Scrappy as ever. Ronzoni will try off to the right. Putback is good for Manzano, who now has 9 points, all in the second quarter. Adamson gets a stop.
The interesting here about Adamson is they're switching up from zone defense to man defense, showing NU different looks. So NU has to change their plays every time down the court based on what defense they're in.
Montebon swings it to Anabo. Short Ojarikre with the offensive board. Gives it up to Manzano for the 2 points.
use our left hand.
Not that it matters, but count me in. I also am a left.
There you go.
I don't take a lot of shots though, as Omar John knocks down the midi.
Their defense here well above the three-point line, making it tough for Adamson to get inside.
And look at that block from Padrones, but Manzano almost having that. Montebon with a half spin, trying to evade or get rid of Francisco. Anabo fires and scores.
Wow, a nice ball fake there.
A minute and 15. Montebon, the show by Padrones. Monty inside pass. And Tumane couldn't get something there. But Monty with a hustle. Enriquez. Cross-court pass to Figueroa. Palacelo. And gets the bounce and the roll in. Meanwhile, for Adamson, they want to stay in the pack who are running for the Final Four spot. Matthew Montebon gets us going with Manzano. Banging bodies against Padrones. The kick out. Anabo fires and scores from downtown. That's a downtown delivery once again. This babalik-balikan moment is brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles, Panalong Seafood Sarap.
Disrupt and use offensive flow. This courtside report is brought to you by BDO. We find ways na back to you, different Kenneth.
Thanks, Frankie. But still Adamson up by 6 here with 7 and 20 remaining in the third. Tebol Garcia is back on the floor. Out of control. Trail by 9. Palacelo with a dangerous pass to Figueroa, who finally gets his first field goal in the game. The pesky defender that he is. Anabo, no hesitation, is fouled! Bang on target for Manu Anabo, and a chance for a 4-point play.
He made one earlier.
This instant replay is brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles, Panalong Seafood Sarap. Kick out, Tronzoni to Manzano, strip. Enriquez with the active hands. Figueroa bounce pass to John for 2. Yeah, definitely can't miss the shoes. That bright. Figueroa with a spin. There you go.
There you go.
He revealed that the strategy is all about anticipation. It's all about timing. I anticipate what the opponent will do. John explained. He focuses on the critical moment with
Manzano against Manansala. Montebon asks for it. Top of the key, spins, loses it. Lost in translation, and Francisco comes away with it as we get the Speedo courtside report from Frankie Buenvenida.
Family first, that is Manu Anabo. And this team being his second family speaks volumes on how he is performing tonight, being unselfish, making the right plays, and bringing stability. Now for Manu, it's all about contribution and consistency. He told me, this is how I treat every practice, possession, and game. A chance to make a difference. And tonight might just be that of the Falcons' hopeful to get payback from last round's loss against the Bulldogs. This courtside report is brought to you by BDO.
Montebon. Long three-pointer. Hey, why not? This rapid three-point shot is brought to you by Yama. This babalik-balikan moment is brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles. Panalong Seafood Sarap na binabalik-balikan. If there were a scriptwriter, he must be getting paid so high because it's been a great story in season 88. No J. Ojaricre. Sorry miss for Jolo Manansala. And Parks, look out! And the rack attack for Mark Parks off of that steal.
There again, taking chance points.
And this dunk of the game is brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong na Bumamoy all day. Makes them pay. And we are tied at 55. Trying to get on track by Francisco. Tough shot. Ojaricre with enough time to put it up and put it in.
Right place, right time again. Not giving up on the play.
4-point lead for Adamson. With 2:45 remaining in the fourth. Figueroa, double team. Bumamoy from way out. This instant replay is brought to you by Nissan Cup Noodles, Panalong Seafood Sarap. wary as well on defense.
Extra careful. You know, there's a little bit of physicality I know these guys like to play with.
Figueroa, step back three for the lead.
We talked about it earlier, a game of runs. It's really going to come down to these final positions now.
And to the delight of the Adamson crowd, by the way, Montabon! Back here in One Sports on the UAAP Varsity channel, non-Pilipinas Live. This one, 1 point shy from his season high. Figueroa, last second pass to Omar John, who ties it up at 63. Let's see if that'll do something to Montabon. And calmly sinks both.
It's going to come down to it here, Dip, this final positions here. Francisco's been obviously subbed back in for this defensive.
Tapped away, stolen by Manansala. Oh, but taken away by Erolon. Pickpockets and gets the ball for the Soaring Falcons.
These young guys coming up with these big plays, man. I love it. These are the situations you want to be in if you're a young guy. But these guys putting these rips, though, so hopefully he can convert this one and see what NU does.
Matthew Erolon misses both. Rebound by John. Shot clock is off. Parks ahead of the pack. Parks gets the foul and the finish to tie it up at 65.
Jake, recognizing he had a numbers advantage there. Parks somehow got lost in transition here from Adamson.
To try and get the lead for NU. He makes it. And NU up by 1. Will have to heave. Full court. Oh! Almost. It hit the rim. But the NU Bulldogs escaped